Let's be honest, business isn't always easy. Some days feel like everything is working against you. Clients cancel, deals fall through, people doubt you, and maybe you start doubting yourself. But here's the truth. Resilience isn't just a nice to have in business. It is literally the skill that separates the entrepreneurs I've seen survive to the ones that actually thrive. So resilience isn't necessarily about falling down. It's about how quickly you get up. Every successful entrepreneur I have ever worked with, every CEO you admire has faced failure. The difference is that they learn to treat setbacks not as signs to quit, but as data points and feedback on ultimately what needs to change. So when you stop seeing obstacles as proof that maybe you're not good enough and start seeing them as part of the growth process, you stop wasting energy on shaming yourself and you start focusing on solutions. So how do you build resilience when business gets hard? Because it will. So for me, it comes down to 3 pillars. That's mindset, strategy, and support. So mindset, resilient leaders control the story they tell themselves. So instead of saying I failed, they think I, tested something and learned from it. They use language like you grow and reframe failure as, feedback, and you'll find the energy to keep moving forward. So number 2 is strategy. Resilience is easier when you have a plan. So if revenue drops, what's your pivot strategy? If a launch flops, what's the next experiment or A/B testing? Having options in your back pocket reduces panic, and it's not about stumbling. It's about stumbling in the right direction or just failing forward. And number 3 is support. So no one builds resilience alone. Surround yourself with mentors, business coaches, and peers who remind you of the bigger picture when you can't see it for yourself. A resilient businesswoman or businessman knows when to ask for help, and that in turn is support. Here are some practical ways to strengthen your resilience in your daily business life. 1, create a failure log. I write setbacks down that I've learned from and how I'll improve them next time, and this turns my pain back into progress. Number 2, you can build recovery routines. So exercise, journaling, prayer, meditation, whatever clears your mind. It ultimately helps you bounce back from running on empty. And number 3, celebrate those micro wins. Resilience grows when you recognize progress, even if it's super small. So every call you make, every system you streamline, every new connection you create, it all adds up. Just remember that. Number 4, ask better questions. And instead of why is this happening to me? Ask, what is this teaching me? That single shift will keep you from spiraling. And that I can absolutely promise. I'll be real with you. There were times in my own career when I thought about walking away. The contracts that fell apart, the people who told me I wasn't cut out for this, the late nights wondering if it was all worth it. But here's what I discovered. Every single challenge I survived made me sharper, stronger, and more prepared for the next level of growth. So without those hard moments, I absolutely would not be where I am today. So the next time business gets hard, because again, it will, remember this: resilience isn't about never falling. It's about building the muscle to rise again and again and again. The entrepreneurs who succeed aren't the ones who never struggle. They're the ones who keep going even when it's hard.